What if the strangest thing about humanity is that Earth might not be where our story truly began? Not your birth, not your ancestors, something much older, because every cell in your body is made from atoms that existed long before you did. And some of those atoms were forged inside stars that died billions of years before Earth even existed. So when you look at your own hand, you are looking at something that is, in a very real sense, older than this planet. But here's what gets disturbing. Scientists still don't know exactly how life began. We know that early Earth eventually developed the conditions necessary for life. We know chemistry can produce complex organic molecules. And we know the basic ingredients required for life exist throughout the universe. But the precise moment when chemistry became biology remains one of the deepest mysteries in science. And this is where everything changes. What if life didn't necessarily begin here? There's a scientific idea called panspermia. It doesn't claim that little green creatures arrived from another planet and built humanity. The idea is far stranger. It suggests that microorganisms, organic molecules, or the ingredients necessary for life might potentially travel between worlds, carried by comets, asteroids, or fragments of planets. Imagine Earth billions of years ago. No cities, no languages, no humans, just oceans, rocks, volcanic activity, and an atmosphere completely alien to the world you know. And somewhere in that ancient chaos, chemistry began moving towards something extraordinary: life. But what if some of the ingredients were already here because they had traveled across space? Meteorites have been found containing organic compounds, and organic molecules have been detected in clouds of gas and dust throughout space. The universe appears to contain many of the chemical ingredients life needs. But here's the important distinction. Finding life's ingredients in space does not prove that life came from space. And scientists have not discovered evidence showing that humans, or Earth life itself, are extraterrestrial organisms. The mystery is still open. But then something even stranger happened. We discovered that life on Earth is connected by an enormous biological family tree. Every human being alive today shares a common ancestry with every other human. Go farther back, and humans share ancestors with apes. Go farther still, and with mammals. Then vertebrates. Then increasingly ancient forms of life. Follow the tree all the way backward, and eventually, every living thing on Earth appears to converge toward ancient common ancestors. Your body is not an isolated invention. It is the latest chapter of an unimaginably long biological story. And that story began before humanity had a name, before civilization, before language, before there was anyone capable of asking where we came from. But here's the unsettling possibility. Maybe the question isn't, are humans aliens? Maybe that's the wrong question entirely. Because if life, or its ingredients, can move between worlds, then the boundary between Earth life and alien life becomes much less obvious. Imagine discovering tomorrow that microscopic life once arrived here from another world. Would you suddenly become an alien? Probably not. You would still be human. You would still have your memories, your fears, your childhood, your relationships. You would still wake up tomorrow and worry about ordinary things. But the story you tell yourself about where you came from would be different. And perhaps that's what makes this question so psychologically powerful. Human beings desperately want origins. We want a beginning, a birthplace, a moment where the story makes sense. But reality may not give us one. Your body is assembled from ancient matter. Your genes carry information passed through billions of years of evolution. And the atoms inside you were once part of stars, planets, oceans, and organisms that disappeared long before you existed. The terrifying part is that you may never be able to point to one exact place and say, "This is where I began," because perhaps you didn't begin in one place. Perhaps life is a chain, one world influencing another, one generation carrying information into the next, one molecule becoming another, one ancient organisms eventually becoming billions of different forms of life, and eventually, you. So maybe we're not aliens. Maybe we're something stranger. We are Earth-born life made from cosmic material, carrying a biological history that reaches further back than human memory can ever reach. And somewhere inside your cells is a story that began long before you were conscious enough to know you existed. You are not separate from the universe. You are what the universe became after billions of years of becoming. And perhaps the deepest mystery isn't whether we came from somewhere else. It's this: how did a universe made of dead matter eventually become something capable of looking at the stars and asking where it came from? For more, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.